You know what gets me about some of the criticism of Meghan Sussex relative to her new show, Love Meghan on Netflix, which has been renewed for season 2, which is number 1 in like 50 countries or in the top 10 in 50 countries or something, is that many of her detractors, how do I say this, who, particularly those who are saying she's not relatable, what I'm hearing is that meaning they, don't see her as the binary choices that Americans in English often get of black women, right? So your choices are, you have Serena Williams, Beyonce, Oprah, Cynthia Erivo, the athletes, the entertainers, right? That type of accomplished elite black woman, and then what they're fed in their nightly news, the crime, the stereotypes, right? The crime, the multiple babies out of wedlock, the angry black woman. They have that. They have that binary choice. When we know in our community that the subset of our community, black women, is a very diverse group, right? So there are diversity of thoughts, diversity of opinions, diversity of living situations, places, rural, city, diversity of understanding of gender and religion and education. We understand that. We understand that. We understand that. Now, as a little side note, we also understand that 92% thought the same way and thought that the mixed race black woman who was vice president, the historic black woman, should have been voted in as president. So 92% of that group, black women, thought the same way. But we also know that, to me, there are people who are saying Meghan is not relatable, is telling me that they're stuck in those binary choices for black women. That they're not considering that there is an entire community, millions of black women who are hosts, entertainers, have large friendship groups, who are creative, who are wonderful cooks. They travel together. They have book clubs together. They're in their own organizations. So whether it's STEM or book clubs or gardening or shopping or just shoot the shit at for brunch, lunch, breakfast, nightclubs, whatever. We know that these women, these black women, do exist. These women are our mothers, aunts, sisters, wives, lovers, friends, daughters. We know they exist. And to them, seeing Meghan do things that they do, but that are often not represented in mass media. So there's a reason why her show is so popular globally in the TV viewing kind of thing, but also that it's popular with black women who do see themselves in her. And you can see them on this app showing themselves creating crudité plates. Is that what you call them? Plates. Making floral arrangements, gardening, cooking, doing things with their hands, and just being creative and living their lives as they see fit, enjoying their lives and where they are. And that should just be something that's celebrated. And so, obviously, I am enjoying the show. I am trying to watch it a little slow so I can just take it all in. And I think I'm on episode 7 or something like that. And I see my mother, I see my wife, my wife's mother, my wife's aunts, my aunts. I see them in what Meghan is doing. And so it's not so unusual is what she's doing. It's just that it's unusual to people who are used to seeing only the binary choice that mass media presents them for black women. Either you're Oprah and Serena and Beyonce, or you are the worst citizen in your country, all the bad things. And so it's telling on them. And so I would advise them, you know what, get out of your little bubble, read books by Black women, Black people. I'm an author, so read Black men too. But, and if you don't have any Black friends, go make some. It'll improve your life. Anyway, that's my take on Love Meghan. And if you aren't watching it, go and watch it. Get a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, get yourself a little beverage of your choice, and sit and enjoy Meghan being a Black woman and being common within our communities. But if you're white and not used to that, uncommon to you, but maybe she could become common.
This commenter says, who's gifting a toddler a waffle maker? Reaching. You're going to feel really stupid in 2 seconds. The late, great Queen Elizabeth, that's who. Let's read this together. During an appearance on The Late Late Show with James Corden, the Duke of Sussex said, quote, "My grandmother asked us what Archie wanted for Christmas, and Meg said a waffle maker. She sent us a waffle maker for Archie. So breakfast now, Meg makes a beautiful organic mix in the waffle maker," end quote. Adding that his son, who was less than 2 years old at the time, loves the waffle maker, Harry said. Archie wakes up in the morning and goes, waffle. So maybe the next time you speak out of your ass and look really stupid, you'll do some research first.
Why they didn't want you to see Meghan Sussex on the screen. The backlash against Meghan is not just about her show with Love Meghan. It's actually about control. They didn't want you to see her warmth, her elegance, her intelligence, or her effortless grace. They didn't want you to see her like that, because when certain demographics see a woman like Meghan thriving, leading, and redefining success, it disrupts their deeply ingrained narratives. So all the stories they tell themselves about certain people, it unravels that. And they do not like it, because people love to put people in a certain box. They don't want you to see her being warm and empathetic, because it challenges the Duchess difficult persona that she's been given by certain sections of the media. They don't want you to see her excellence, her penmanship, her poise, because a high achieving, articulate, Black or biracial woman makes certain people extremely uncomfortable. They didn't want you to see her as human, because if she's relatable, the smear campaign fails and it falls apart. So, what is the real lesson here? The real lesson is that visibility is power. The real lesson is that the more you see someone breaking barriers, the more you believe that you can too, especially if that person looks like you. And that's exactly why they wanted to keep Meghan in the shadows. And they would always say, but I thought she wanted privacy. They never, ever said they wanted privacy. You can go back and check, and if you find me a direct quote where they say that, I will take down this video. But for as long as I live, I know for sure that they do not want her to be visible, because it ruins their narrative, and it makes certain people who are non-achieving, who have been propped up, it makes them look bad. My name's Elizabeth. I'm a life coach, and I'm a business coach. I'm also the author of a book called The Luxpreneur. I'm trying to build a community of like-minded women who are developing their luxury brands. So if you are one of those, or if you know someone who would benefit from my videos, please do not hesitate to share, to like, and to follow me. Thank you so much.
Are you getting your cook or bake on? What has Meghan Markle's show inspired you to make? Now, I've made that pasta not once, but twice now. It is absolutely delicious, and the best thing about that recipe, it's great for beginners, and it's even for somebody who's a more experienced cook, a great way to inspire you to make it into your own and change the flavor profile or add your own seasonings. That was my dinner tonight, was that pasta with some salmon. That was a lemon garlic herb salmon and some roasted broccoli. 2 pans, guys, salmon and broccoli, same pan, pasta in a different pan. Absolutely delicious. My husband loved it. And it's one of those great recipes because everything that recipe uses, I usually have on hand. So it's something that I can put together really, really quickly. So that was a great. As in for the baking, I've been wanting to do the cake, and I will be doing a cake tomorrow, but because there's only 2 of us here in the house, I won't be making a 3-layer 8-inch cake. I am going to have the recipe down, and I'm going to do a layer cake with 6-inch rounds. I'm going to do 2 6-inch rounds so I can have a smaller cake for 2 people and then give the rest of it away. But again, because I bake, I already know I'm prepping my sugar and my dry ingredients tonight. So when I pull it out together, all I got to do is pull out my wet ingredients tomorrow. And for the sugar, tip if you don't bake, or if you're trying to get into baking, I'm doing the lemon peel into my sugar tonight. So the lemon, will infuse into the sugar. So I will have lemon sugar. It will enhance that flavor. Just a tip. So get your cooking, get your baking on. Let me know what you've been inspired to do from that show. Or did you do like other people? Did you run and buy some Le Creuset? Or have you been showing off what you own? This show has inspired a lot of love, joy, and I'm here for it. Oh my God, and did you do the floral arrangements? I've seen a lot of people do tea parties and floral arrangements too. What has this show inspired you to do? Or just let me know. Let's talk about it. As always, I'm sending peace, love, and good vibes. Have a great night.
I was totally going to show you me making Meghan Markle's, Meghan Sussex, my bad's, tomato pasta recipe, but then my father decided to talk about his hemorrhoids to his wife. Needless to say, watch me plate Meghan Markle's tomato pasta recipe in my new Le Creuset. Like, y'all be like, here's a taste. That's a serving. And then I had some leftover steak. We're gonna go with that. And then I have a basil plant. Put a little basil on top. The OGs know the cheese grater. The OGs know the cheese grater. She's back. And now we put it on. Iconic. Freshly squeezed lemonade. Love this meal. Have a great day, child-free homemakers.
Hey TikTok family, it's Autism Big Mama back again with love, Meghan. It is such a beautiful show, and with everything going on in our country, it's just been uplifting and making me feel good and putting me in a good mood. So I have 1, watched the series a couple times, 2, made that 1-pot spaghetti, 3, you guys saw me out on a rampage at the Le Creuset outlet. But today, something that caught my eye that I loved that she did was the lavender towels. She seems to really love lavender, but I'm on a different vibe. Plus, I don't have that. But I do have eucalyptus. That's more my vibe. Have some orange oil. And I have some peppermint. And this was in episode 4 when she had her friend visiting, and then they were going out for a hike. And you see, I went to Home Goods to get some nice towels to do. So let's see. All right, got that. I'm going to use eucalyptus. I love this. I love my home, especially my bathroom smelling like a spa. I'm extra, so she said 6 drops. That was probably about 20 right there. I don't know. But let's give it a try. Oh, let's give it a try. Oh my God, it smells so good. I'll let you guys know how these turn out.
So Meghan Sussex has people going crazy with this one pot pasta. So I had to make it. It looks delicious. Really light, simple ingredients. That is right up my alley. I think I got it all down pretty much. This is my take on it. Now, I am going to be eating it with shrimp. That's one of the things I really like about this pasta dish. It's simple, one pot, not a lot of cleanup, and you can add whatever you want in with it, which I think is amazing. I kind of did my own little seasoning combination. Again, this is your pasta. You can do it the way you want to do it, but I feel like at least get the premise of the pasta, which is one pot, simple ingredients. Not a bunch of seasonings, but enough so that you have some flavor. That lemon always hits. I don't have a La Creuset. I don't know if I'm saying that right. La Creuset? Anyway, I don't have one. I'm waiting for one, but it's not going to be one that I'm going to cook in. It's going to be for my bread. I've always wanted one of those domes, and I'm finally going to get one, and I can't wait to get it and make my bread in it. However, I do have this crock pot enamel coated cast iron ceramic skillet situation thing. I don't know what this thing is, but I do have that. I've had it for a while and I love it. It cooks great. And it's a good little substitute, you know, but look at that. It looks so good. And top it off with a little bit of parm, and there's the shrimp. Smells amazing, looks amazing, was very easy to make, very quick to make. I will say that I am a fan of one pot pasta. I've been making one pot pasta since it kind of became a thing. Often when I went through a period, like when it first really got popular, where I was obsessed with it. I was like, what can I make a one pot pasta with? Everything, anything, everything. It's an amazing concept because pasta has its own starch, and that's where you get the creaminess and the, you know, the thickness of the water. You can put probably tons of water in there and it still will cook up like this. Anyway, let's taste with a bite of shrimp. Oh, not to be dramatic, but it is really good and just simple, like simple ingredients and fresh and refreshing and just, you know, healthy to an extent, minus the pasta, but you know, you can use pastas that are, you know, lower in carbs or whatever. This is really good. And the shrimp, let's try it without the shrimp. Let's give it a chance without the shrimp. Because, you know, that's an added flavor and texture. So, the noodles are perfect. If you haven't made this, make it. It's easy. I'm not going to put the ingredients because I am not a person that puts the ingredients. But if you watch what I did, you should be able to figure it out. I mean, I watched what Meghan did and I figured it out. I didn't look up a recipe. It's easy. But look up the recipe. Maybe you can find it. But yeah, make it. Seriously.
Morning friends, happy Tuesday, very squeaky voice, slightly tan-faced. It was a very busy 4 days in Spain. See my earlier video upload this morning if you want to know more. Back to the point. Meghan Markle is apparently out of touch with normal working people just because of the brilliant interview she did in People magazine. And also, we're not always judging Meghan by her looks, but she looks amazing on the cover and she's not been photoshopped like other members of the non-working British royal family, if you know what I'm saying. It's hard to say that Meghan's out of touch when you see her live and direct on Netflix in front of the camera with no media intervention. That's the real Meghan. I believe it's the real Meghan. Hundreds of millions of people all over the world believe the same. If you want to talk about people being out of touch, maybe the media should turn their attention to the non-working British royal family who travel round in a gold-plated carriage worth nearly £1 billion. That's kind of out of touch. It's unrelatable. It doesn't make sense in 2025. And I'm not going to list the millions of other unrelatable activities that the British royal non-working family undertake, because it's out there every single day. But I can give you 2 examples here. VIP tickets at the rugby. Nobody else could get tickets. They were all sold out. And unless you bought a sports premier package for like £10,000 and had corporate hospitality, you got no chance of going there as a normal, hardworking UK citizen. As ever, comments are open. Meghan, you rock. Wish you every success. Let me know what you think. Morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. And this must be nice work if you can get it. Literally, to be able to class this as a day's work, which their diary does, by the way, must be absolutely fantastic. And I understand. I know it's important to have relevant representatives of England, Ireland, Scotland and Wales at the relevant matches. But there's been so little interaction on any of the Daily Mail stories about Kate and William. I'm going to question whether the public see them as real quality representation. Honestly, I think it's a disgrace that most people are unable to get a ticket for premier sporting events like this. The cost of travel, the cost of food, the ticket itself is absolutely astronomical. To plant members of the non-working, lazy British royal family in there as representatives when the public are not even interested in the news story shows me we're doing something wrong. Literally on this whole Daily Mail article, there was less than 30 comments. No one cares, media. No one cares, Kensington Palace. No one cares, Buckingham Palace. You need to do something else. Comments are open as ever. Let me know what you think. Have a brilliant day.
We have huge breaking news right now. A complete civil war has broken out between MAGA and Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy, to the point where Elon Musk is now censoring MAGA influencers on Twitter. Elon Musk went out of his way overnight to strip the verification of a number of top MAGA influencers, including Laura Loomer and others. He also removed all of their subscribers, so they're no longer monetized. They can't make any money. So much for free speech, right? Well, I guess it's only free speech when you don't attack Elon. But MAGA is completely turning on Elon Musk and Ramaswamy because of comments they made about H-1B visas, which are visas that are given out to foreign skilled workers for skilled positions here in the United States for temporary employment. MAGA obviously doesn't want more immigration, but Musk and Ramaswamy note that tech companies rely on H-1B visas. And it's gotten so bad that there is a complete civil war that has broken out right now. And either MAGA influencers are about to be expelled from the party or from the inner circle, or Musk and Ramaswamy are. Comment below your thoughts, spread the word, grab your popcorn, and follow along for all the news you need to know about.
White women, we have to talk. 52 and 48%ers alike, we have to sit down and have a fucking chat, because what happened in Idaho recently should have never fucking happened. There should have been hats thrown in the air and folding chairs flying, if you know what I'm saying. And 52%ers, you are the ones who are asking why we can't agree to disagree. Why can't we just, these are just differences. This is exactly why. Because we can't trust you, and we can't trust your men. Your men, your husbands, who claim to be these alpha men who will protect all women, whether we like it or not. They're the ones who sat there and watched. They're the ones who fucking did this. How is anybody supposed to trust you? They can't, and we won't, until we can find some common ground and come to the realization that this administration, that MAGA men, do not care about any of us. Just because you voted that man into office does not mean you get a pass, and the sooner you realize that, the better. I'm not saying you have to divorce your husband, but you need to be acutely aware of what the reality of the situation is, because you are not immune to their antics, to their violence, to their hate. And it has come to the point where I used to tell my son, if he got lost in public, to find a mother, find a woman. No, he is to find a black woman. And if he can't find a black woman, he is to find a black man. Because white women, I can't fucking trust you, and I can't trust your men. And that is really fucking sad. The 92 percenters, what they have is unreal. It is beautiful. It is a bond that I wish I could have with any group of women. But until we can come together and realize that collectively we really are all the same, and these men are not going to give any of us a pass, the better. I don't care if you want to be a stay-at-home mom and not work and raise 10 babies while your man goes out and works and you bake sourdough all day. Okay? That's your thing. That's cool. But don't judge me because I want to go to work and I only want to have one kid. Or don't judge the woman who has 3 cats and works all the time. It's none of your goddamn business. And until we can come together, nobody is going to trust us. And we are going to have a huge divide. And collectively, as a whole, as women, as white women, we will never be safe. Okay? I absolutely get why black women do not trust any white women right now. And I don't blame any of them for it at all. Because I don't trust white women either.
Elon Musk was worth almost $400 billion in December. Now, he's lost over $140 billion so far. He has actually broken the Guinness World Record for most amount of wealth lost. He has lost over half of his net worth. Oh my gosh, this is so hilarious. And now we know why he's been acting so manic lately. Like that's basically what this boils down to. This just boils down to full-blown mania, that what he's got going on right now. Because if he keeps losing his money in Tesla stock, that Tesla stock, that's where most of his net worth is tied up in. It's tied up in Tesla, and he has a little bit in SpaceX and other things. And he leveraged his valuation of Tesla stock as collateral to buy Twitter. And if we don't know the details of what the loan terms were for how he bought Twitter, but he bought Twitter using Tesla stock. And if Tesla stock keeps falling like that, keeps falling the way it is, he will lose Twitter. He will go bankrupt. Like, he is about to go bankrupt. That's why you saw him crashing out. That's why you see him crashing out, crying, losing his mind, because those bills are going to come due. Those bills are coming up due soon. And he knows it. He knows he's on a deadline. Not only that, the boycott is working. It's gotten so bad that he had to use the President of the United States to try to sell more Teslas to hopefully kind of bump up his Tesla stock. Which it did, a little bit. But then it came crashing back down. Yeah. And it's going down even further and harder. And all we got to do is just keep doing what we've been doing. It's not so much a boycott in and of itself. It's just that the cars themselves are not that good. Like, we have a friend of ours who had a Tesla, or who has one, regretting their purchase, by the way. And the build quality is just not that great. It's not. They're just not that good of a car. Like there's so many other options these days as far as electric vehicles go. And they're so far above Tesla. But that's besides the point. The point is that we've all said that had he just kept his mouth shut, not tried to meddle in what he's been trying to meddle in, he would have been fine. He would have still had his billions. But no, he bought himself the presidency, and he financially is backing the current administration because he believed that by doing all the things that he's doing, by trying to stop, certain investigations that are going on into his companies in both SpaceX, Tesla, so on and so on. He's trying to go after people that are investigating him so he can continue to try to generate more profits so they'll stop, that they won't shut him down, or whatever it is, whatever the investigations would result in. Regardless, he went after the people that were investigating him, thinking that that was going to improve his stock. And clearly, that is not working out. Clearly, it is not panning out, and he is freaking out. But I digress. The point is so incredibly hilarious that he literally is in the Guinness Book of World Records. And congratulations, Elon. You did it.
Musk is a traitor! 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 Mama sent to Russia! Musk is a traitor!
Big protest más que Tesla.
No Musk, no KKK, no fascist USA. 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 No Musk. The coup, make no mistake. This is a coup. 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 Make no mistake. This is.
Democrats are fighting back. We've taken off the gloves. We're not afraid. We've been out there protesting. We've been to the Department of Education. We've been to Treasury. We've been to CFPB. And yesterday we were at HUD. Now they're trying to take away Section 8 vouchers and those who own the vouchers to provide housing for people. And I've been at every one of them.
And we need
I'm not afraid.
I know that's right. Because you're what?
I'm Congresswoman Joyce Beatty, and I approve this message.
Hello, my people. Lady Rosie here. How y'all doing? To all my new subscribers, you're welcome. And my returning subscribers, y'all know I love you. Guys. Well, I was about to say, like, I can't believe this. But guess what? Everything that comes out of Kensington Palace, I believe it. Yeah, that palace has a history of leaking stuff about the future Queen of England, Meghan Sussex. Yeah, these people have a history. We have the paper trail. So guess what I found out? That WikiLeaks guy, that guy actually sits behind fake accounts on the internet to troll people. No wonder the dude doesn't go work. Wow. So this one actually came from one of them tabloids. Pete sits behind the keyboard like all the trolls out there, like a lady boy C, like a Angela Latrine, like a Nana Aqua. Guys, speaking of Nana Aqua, did y'all guys see that costume jewel that she wore on that TV, and she came and told people she was engaged to somebody? Oh my goodness, Nana Aqua got some dress on her. Who dresses her? She copied one of them weird ladies from our Congress. Yeah, there's one weird of them who wore that exact same dress during that orange dude's speech last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, when that orange dude was addressing the Congress, did you all guys see that? So one of them ladies wore that dress looking exactly like a Nana Akua's dress. So Nana Akua came like, well, I'm just breaking the news. I'll wear my jewelry, better be my ring, better not be fake. It better not be costume jewelry. But guess what? I believe that's a costume jewelry. That's a costume ring that she wore. Who gonna buy some kind of like a heavy rock for that girl? She is not worth a plastic little ring ladybug for Valentine's Day cupcake. Y'all know those rings that they do put on with a ladybug on Valentine's Day cupcakes. Y'all know that? Yeah, them little tiny plastic rings. Nana Aqua can't even get that from anybody. Whoever is dating Nana Aqua is some kind of desperate, somebody with a twisted corpus spongiosum, who's looking for companionship, hang around with some kind of mouthy, lame, heinous, hateful, terrible, surprise looking woman. She looks surprised half the time. Sabolium does sit behind the keyboard to troll on people. That's what he does. That's actually his new job title. So Cookies and Cream, you better look for some kind of different name because you're good at those names. Yeah, so you got all those juicy names for the dude, so you need to come up with the other one. And Joan, you came with Pete and Repeat. Please bring some other one because this guy's actually a troll. Yeah, the dude is a troll. All he does is trolling people on the internet. He doesn't do his job. But y'all guys, were you guys still surprised that these people were broken? Their marriage was broken? Did y'all hear that Pete was going somewhere on engagement overseas? Did y'all hear that? I don't know if you heard that, but it's everywhere. I heard that on Tisa Tale. Yep. It says Pete is gonna go somewhere overseas without mumbles. And so when we telling y'all guys, these people are no longer together, y'all do not want to believe. Did y'all see the headlines these days, these few days? Look at tabloids, news heads. They just go, well, Repeat just broke some kind of long-term royal tradition. Repeat just is stepping up for this. But why the hell did she try to step down? I thought she stepped up by claiming all those ladders and claiming herself into Bulliam's bed in that whatever college they went to. She climbed up there. Was Bulliam's bed on those like whatever, the stock bed, the beds that you put, like remember those kids' beds, the one you jump up there. Maybe he probably had one of those. You'd be surprised. So she climbed on that bed and then spent her time on every single other mattresses down here, including the black boys' mattresses. We saw the pictures. The real certified party girl, repeat, mamboton, mambolina. Yep. Mattress. That's her middle name. So, Peter's gonna go on vacation. No, not on vacation, on engagement. Somewhere. I don't remember where it was at. I don't be paying close attention. I just kind of get the general idea from anything that pertains to those two, because I can't stand them. I've never seen people so evil like these Peter and repeat. And that's why right now here they are broken. Their marriage is broken. That divorce settlement was happening when Repeat told you guys she had big C. She had big C with all those hairs. Okay, well, I heard on Royal Sussex, my brother Baron say that girl be wearing hair pieces. And I don't doubt that, but still, the radiation and the chemotherapy hair, I can't tell that she is exhibiting any kind of signs of anyone who underwent those big C treatments. I'm just saying. Yes. So those people don't sleep in the same bed. And I read another article. I went there. I just literally asked Dr. Google. I'm like, Dr. Google, tell me about this. Does Pete and Repeat share? Do they share bed? And guess what Dr. Google said? No, Lady Rose Success, listen to me. Them two people don't share no damn bed. And you know why they don't share bed? Because Repeat got autoimmune condition. She got fleas on her body. I don't know, some kind of something. Well, just go Google. She got some kind of chronic, some kind of allergic, some kind of thing. But you know what I'm going to tell you? Mambos is actually allergic to peat. Repeat is allergic to peat, because guess what? Peat be going dragging all them rose bushes, dragging all them X-list aristocrat bitches, all those ones he be dragging them in bed. And guess what? Because them other ladies, they know how to wash them themselves. And Repeat got issues with hygiene. So that's what happened. And on top of that, they added, it's been since they got married, it's like they almost went the same way that Lizzie and her prince did, the Edinburgh guy. You remember the Edinburgh guy? He's lying down in one of them castles, in one of them churches there. What is the name of the Westminster Abbey? One of them, the other ones. I don't remember the name of where that dude be hanging out these days. He be chilling. He be chilling with his queen there. That dude, the Edinburgh guy. That Edinburgh guy, it was saying that Edinburgh guy with Lizzie never shared a bed. And so it's exactly the same thing they said that Pete and Repeat are doing. But for the Pete and Repeat, they came up with excuses saying that Repeat has allergies, and that allergies makes her not wanting to share beds with others. So like I told you, the reason, you'll know the reason. The reason is because Pete got them X-list aristocratic bitches on his bed. That's what's going on here. Yes. when I look at myself, sometimes I don't even believe that half of stuff that I do say on this video is coming out of my mouth. But guess what? I am well informed. You know, I told y'all guys I love to read. When I'm not reading, I'm working. When I'm not working, I'm probably sleeping. Okay, so I'm always reading. Do you see my page out here? I'll be posting all the politics or whatever, because guess what? I read those stuff like all day. Anytime I get a chance, I'm out here reading. Yeah, well, people told you a long time ago that black people don't like to read. I'm probably a different kind of black person, but you know, but everything that I be posting, I be researching those stuff. I read them from people, and then I come tell you guys about. So repeat gums got some issues, allergy issues, so that's why her and her ex were practicing what lazy practice with that Edinburgh guy, because you remember, it was also said that Edinburgh guy used to kind of sneak up some opera singers from Russia. Ludmila Svetlana, one of them names. Svetlana Vladimirovna. I don't know where. Ludmila Vinkocheko or Matvienko, wherever you want to call that bitch. Yes, she was actually Edinburgh's real confident and real good friend, and they spent most time together. Her name, I believe, definitely was Ludmila. And so guess what? Pete just learned from the OGs, okay? He ain't no dumb, like a father, like a son, like a grandpa, like the grandbaby. Did you see how that dude lost his hair? I tell you, that's some kind of big issue right there. Tell you that kid, he be copying the thing from the Edinburgh and from his daddy, the former Prince of Wales. I'm telling y'all guys, let me shut up and let me mind my business. I'ma talk to y'all guys again tomorrow. Please subscribe to Isabella Banks' channel. Subscribe to my brother Baron's channel, the Royal Success. Subscribe to all the success friendly channels. I love you. I will talk to y'all again tomorrow. Bye for now.